I'm Nicole Johnson, Digital Content Strategist for Modern Salon, Salon Today, and Nails. We all know that it's important to never stop learning as beauty professionals, but how do you make sure that you get the most out of your continuing education, especially if you struggle to find educators who teach how you learn? I recently had the pleasure of sitting in on a French haircutting class hosted by 2025 NAHA Educator of the Year, the Ballet Llama herself, Candy Shaw. Candy visited Columbus, Ohio as a stop on her in-person educational series as part of her mission to bring her methods to stylists everywhere. The engaged group of local stylists that attended Candy's French haircutting class enjoyed a day of learning techniques and theory, some of whom had attended her balayage painting class just the day before. It was clear that they were excited to come away with new knowledge that they could start implementing immediately, and that would increase their value as stylists. Attendees were also able to snag swag bags, products discounts, and exclusive opportunities to shadow Candy one-on-one at her salon, Jameson Shaw Hairdressers in Atlanta. As the daughter of world-renowned hairdresser Jameson Shaw, Candy grew up immersed in the industry, and now she constantly works to pass down the techniques that helped shape her success. A salon owner, educator, and brand founder who also works behind the chair herself, Candy is a bona fide authority in many aspects of the professional beauty industry, making her a sought-after mentor.
Well, I have a learning disability, so it's always been how I learn, how I personally learn is how I teach. And that's visual learning, that's an explanation of things that can help you really fundamentally go back and lead.
Yes.
Like sometimes I do feel that we go over people's heads, right? And we teach things that are a little bit harder to digest. And so I kind of have that 1, 2, 3 approach, that kindergarten approach that allows me to have the ability to really hone in on that person who's feeling a little confused.
Right.
And that's the way I've always learned best.
But it's not just her level of experience that has other professionals dying to learn from her. As someone who is very open about how a learning disability made things challenging for her in grade school and her resulting fear of teachers, Candy is passionate about being approachable and meeting stylists where they are, whether they're a brand new trainee or they have decades in the industry.
As an educator, I think you always need to adjust to what is in the room.
Right.
So the very first thing that I always note is what level are my stylists? Am I teaching at a beauty school?
Right.
I'm going to make sure that I teach at a beauty school level.
Yes.
If I'm teaching in my academy in Atlanta for an advanced education experience, I'm going to teach at an advanced education level. When I'm on the road and I'm teaching in a place like this, I have to kind of be all things to all people because it's a melting pot of everything.
Her multitude of teaching methods include visual demonstration, verbal explanations, body motion exercises for learning posture and movement, and hands-on instruction, and always with a good bit of positivity and humor peppered in. Of course, stylists should regularly make the effort to further their education throughout their careers, but this can be an intimidating process for those who consider themselves a different type of learner compared to their peers.
That education never gets old.
Yeah.
And I would say to anybody who's out there struggling at the chair, because we all do, we go through ebbs and flows, the best way back is in the classroom, is through the classroom.
Absolutely.
And doing hands-on education, it's great to have all this digital world, it's great to have YouTube, it's great to have wonderful reels and TikToks and everything, but where the magic truly happens is that hands-on education. I know I just celebrated 45 years of my career and I never stopped learning.
Yes. Well, I also wanted to congratulate you on your NAHA for Educator
Thank
of the Year.
you.
That was a fantastic moment.
It was
see in
a
person.
wonderful moment,
Yeah.
to be sort of honored by your peers and recognized for your life's work.
Yeah.
Really felt amazing. NAHA is about collections.
Yes.
And so I think about NAHA as a collection of the body of the work that I created as an educator in the classroom. So it's a wonderful feeling to feel that was honored or recognized.
Yes.
That's why it's important to find educators who make you feel comfortable and help you build upon your skill set in creative ways that speak to you as an individual. Candy Shaw's understanding that everyone learns through unique lenses, varied methods, and at different paces is part of what makes her an award-winning educator of our industry. And in that regard, she sets an example for other educators to follow.